Hello friends, second part in a residential status of an SSC is incidence of tax. Okay. Incidence of tax. The determination of residential status is important because the scope of the total income depends upon the residential status. According to section 5, the total income of various classes of SSCs are charged on the following basis. The basis number 1, resident and ordinarily resident. For this, the total income of any previous year of a person who is a resident includes all the following types of income from whatever source derived. Number 1, income which is received or deemed to be received in India by such person or by somebody on behalf of such person. Number 2, income which accrues or arises or which is deemed to occur or arise to him in India. Number 3, income which accrues or arises to him outside India. Right? So this three kind of the income is taxable for resident and ordinarily resident entity. Now second, B, resident but not ordinarily resident. Right? The liability of persons resident but not ordinarily resident is the same as that of a resident except some change in taxability of foreign incomes. The total income of a resident but not ordinarily resident includes the following incomes. Number 1, any income received or deemed to be received in India. Number 2, any income which accrues or arises or is deemed to occur or arise in India. Number 3, any income that accrues or arises to him outside India and is derived from a business control in India or a profession set up in India. Now for third status is non-residents. Total income of a non-resident in any previous year shall include number 1, income which is received or is deemed to be received in India. Number 2, income which accrues or arises or is deemed to occur or arise in India. Foreign income of a non-resident is exempted from tax even if it is brought in bracket means after it received abroad, complete bracket, must remember this bracket, in India in the previous year, right? Now, the following chart summarizes the tax liability of resident and non-resident purposes. Very clearly, the above discussion we have shown into the chart and try to understand very easily. Okay, with help of this chart, we have tried to understand very easily, right? Okay, so OR means ordinary resident, resident only, and non-resident. And here, particulars of income, right? Okay. Now, first particular of income is income received or deemed to be received in India, whether earned in India or elsewhere. Right? So, for ordinary resident, it's a taxable income. For resident, is also taxable income. Or if a person or entity is a non-resident, is also payable taxable income. Right? So, this is the first particular of income. Now, number two, the income which occurs or arises or is deemed to occur to accrue or arises in India during the previous year, whether received in India or elsewhere. Right? In this type of the income is also taxable for ordinary resident, resident and non-resident. Now, number 3. Number 3. Once again, I have used the scale. It's a very long portion. Okay. Now number 3. Income which accrues or arises outside India and received outside India from a business control from India. Okay, in these circumstances, only for 2 persons is payable tax on such a kind of the income: ordinary resident and resident. Non-resident not to be paid tax on such a kind of the income. Now number 4. Income which accrues or arise outside India and received outside India in the previous year from any other sources. Right? So, in this nature of the income, only such a person who is taken a residential status in India only for resident but with ordinarily resident, payable tax on it remaining 2 other, it means resident but not ordinarily, and non-resident person have not a single rupee pay on such a kind of the income. And next one is number 5. Income which occurs or accrues or arise outside India and received outside India during the years preceding to the previous year and remitted to India during the previous year. So in this situation, nobody can pay tax on such a type of the income. So all the business incomes, all the individual incomes, or any kind of the income should be divided in these 5 categories, in which categories type of the income is taxable for the entities if he or she or maybe person or entity have ordinary resident, resident only, and non-resident. How to charge, how will be chargeable the taxable income, we have determined very easily with help of this table. Okay, thank you. Once again, I have highlights of the provisions of Income Tax Act above this chart, right? An analysis of the above provisions would highlighted the following. Number 1, any income which is either received in India or deemed to be received in India is taxable in India irrespective of the residential status. Number 2, any income which is either earned in India or is deemed to be earned in India is taxable in India irrespective of the residential status. Number 3, for the resident in India, for individual, HUF, resident and ordinary resident in India, all global income wherever earned oblique received are taxable in India. Remember. Number 4, for a non-resident an income is taxable only if it is either earned in India or it is received in India. In short, such income should be received, earned in India at that time. Such income is taxable for non-resident. And last one, number 5. For not ordinarily resident, income earned and received outside India will be taxable only when it is from a business or profession control or set up in India. Now clear about this chart? All the chart very highlightly explain under these 5 types of the circumstances and situation. Very easy. The all income is divided or to depend upon this chart in these 5 particulars of income. Where taxable, it's mean for ordinary resident, only resident, or non-resident. In last lecture I was discussed each and every one entity have only one type of the status during the previous year. So first of all we have determined the residential status, and then after we have find out the income and situation of the income particular of the income, determine and then after decided such a income is a taxable or not, right? In next lecture I will be explain about the example consider about this table. Okay.